Greetings, Capricorn. Welcome to your Mars in Sagittarius reading. Do you remember the day that you became a savage? The day that you decided you will be so successful that your enemies, your frenemies, couldn't even think to consider themselves in the same category as you. They're nowhere near your skill, your level of skill, your level of success. It sounds intense, when you say it, because it's like, God, why do I have to be so obsessed with winning? But your success wasn't just about, your success mindset wasn't just built on, I want to be really disciplined. I really want to get to this position in my life. I really want to have this much money. I really want to have this much notoriety. That's not how you're thinking about it. Sure, you're going to rationally have those conversations with yourself because you got to work through the reality, right, of what it's going to take. And you want to see it clearly. You're a very conscious manifester. So, yes, you do have to have those conversations with yourself about, how is this all going to come together? How is this all going to play out? But the energy, and that's the Capricorn energy, and we'll talk more about that as we get into Sagittarius season. But right now we're talking about this. Right now we're talking about that well of, energy within you that doesn't have the ability to lose. Even if it looks like you're losing, even if you have an off day or an off moment, your energy carries such momentum. It's just not possible for you to not get to that place. And so Mars in Sagittarius now is a really interesting time for you because, again, the logical side of things, it would be nice to just say, okay, A plus B equals C, and everything's nice and everything's sweet, and everything moves forward the way that you want it. Things are moving forward. It's Sagittarius season. The future is here. The energy now is about the future. It may not be pretty, but what you have to understand now about this Mars and Sagittarius transit is that endurance that you have, that you use to carry yourself through the years, through the decades of what you're working to create and build, it doesn't just come from nowhere. And so although you may want to be in this perfect place where it's like, okay, yeah, I can just write my plan and I can just move and I can just go, this is the period before that real execution where this well of energy that you need to execute builds up within you. And it does have a lot to do with anger. It has a lot to do with enemies, the things and people that challenge what you know is yours. So people are challenging what you know is yours, and they're being quite aggressive about it. This is Mars in your 12th house. They don't want you to see your life as the successful, experience for you, especially because they can't just insert themselves in it in a way that is appropriate. That's a big part of it. It's like, if they could just insert themselves in it, you're happy to have everybody. You're really a people person. You're really you're really fine to have people enjoy your success with you. You actually enjoy that. You enjoy, good connections. But everyone is not good connection. You know that, which is why you have that Saturnian boundary that almost wants to keep you from everybody, because it's like, don't be naive, Capricorn, don't be naive, but you just need connection. You just want connection. Don't let these people who are so unhappy with their own life and really don't have anything going for themselves, nothing that they're genuinely, like I said, you are someone who you separate yourself, your Saturn, your boundaries. You're not a part of the conversation with other people. You can be in the group with other people, but you're not in that, you know, they're not on your caliber. Typically they're here and you're here and everybody knows it, but as soon as they get a confirmation and reminder that they're here, it's fine as long as you're here and they're here and nobody talks about it. As long as nobody talks about it and you can just act like you're on the same level as them, everybody's happy. Everybody is fine. They want to talk to you, they want to be your friend, they feel good because they're not reminded that they're on a lower level than you financially, life wise, look wise, whatever this physical thing is that you have that is, again, obvious to everybody. But as long as you don't talk about it, as long as you don't actually enjoy it, as long as you don't make any plays on it, because it is your thing and you have the right to do it, but as long as you don't do it, just to have these friends, just to have these connections, everything's Gucci, everything's fine, everything is, we like Capricorn, yeah. But as soon as you decide, wait a second, I gotta make some money. Wait a second, I gotta make some moves. Wait a second, I gotta get back to my shit. Oh, the whole world erupts. The world erupts around you. And so here is where this well of energy that grows into the endurance that we know Capricorns to have, this long term, not just vision and plan, but every action you take is considering what you're planning to accomplish, who you're planning to be. The world erupts around you. The Tower and the Two of Pentacles, especially if money is a part of the equation. And especially if money is a part of the equation, and this is happening now, don't worry. Don't worry. There's no real money on the table at this point. And that's why this is a perfect period for you. Mars in Sagittarius is a great period for you because it seems like money is on the table. It seems like disaster wants to strike in places where you could stand to make a lot of money. It seems like people want to tear down structures that can make you a lot of money for years and years to come. And it may even seem like they have the ability to do that, but they don't. Sagittarian energy is like a training ground. It's like a simulation where it seems like everything is real. But the best part about it is that it's not. Sagittarian energy, although it does feel, Sagittarians love to create circumstances and experiences for people to learn. That's what this energy is all about. And it's not just learning through a book, reading something, studying something. Yes, that's a part of it. You can absolutely do that. And those things are very beneficial to you at this time. So if you've been not really wanting to take those next steps to do that, self-studying or even enroll in a course if, you are in that space and energy, but you don't have to go the route of like full on enrolling in a program or a school or whatever. You can really just do these self-learning things. You can do something that's a lot less, energy, less effort, but very specifically tied to what you are wanting to do financially, especially. Sorry, Paisley. Okay. But ultimately, the best thing about this time is that it's preparing you. It's showing you the gaps. It's showing you what to do, what not to do. It's showing you where things are open and where there's blockages. It is bringing this chaos just so that you can do the thing that you do so well, which is take control, which is boss up and make moves that nobody can deny. Make moves where if people aren't wanting to pay you or give you resources or give you opportunities, they just don't exist in your world. That's how you get right? When that energy, when you become a beast, okay? So right now the beast is building. Right now the beast is building. And so you part of, I mean, look at what it's building towards, look at what is coming, look at what Sagittarian energy is preparing you for. And it takes you through this war, it takes you through this really uncomfortable simulation to really ask you, how bad do you really want it? And once you get clear about what you want and how bad you really want it, this Four of Pentacles is going to come into play, and the money's just going to start rolling in behind you. Because when you're clear and you set your energy on that long-term goal, here it is, it's the money. When you're clear and you set your mind, heart, energy, when you know what you want and you know how to get it and how you're going to go about getting it and who's going to help you get it, nobody can stop you, right? So that beast within you, it builds now, not through an easy experience, but through something that, you know, the Sagittarian energy can go left, it can go right, it can go up, it can go down. Yeah, the Sagittarian energy can go in every direction all at once. So everybody's being pulled in every direction all at once. But again, it's also part of the simulation. It's also asking you, it's showing you where your antennas are a little bit off, where they're backwards, where maybe you've overloaded yourself because of your vulnerabilities. And so this season, it pulls you in all of these different directions so that you exhaust yourself, just so that you can get super clear about what's next. That's what the Sagittarian energy wants. It wants you to think about the future. And when you think about the future, you'll see how unclear you are about the future, even though you have these incredible ambitions, these goals that you know will not just make your life successful, but it will create a new way forward for so many behind you for years and, you know, decades and centuries to come. Your energy is the structure that people hold on to. It's a thing that people latch on to, and they repeat it and they reiterate it and they, you know, use it as their own standard. That's your energy. So this process, it's so important, not just because it's going to make you very successful in your life on whatever level. You know, not every Capricorn needs to be a millionaire or even necessarily wants to be a millionaire. A lot of y'all do. Okay, let's just put it out there, right? It's very true. But not all of you are like that. Not all of you are, you know, your ambitions aren't always just financially driven, where you want to be a millionaire, or you want to be a billionaire, you want to be the most successful, you know, person in your industry. Like, it's not always so money driven. But the beautiful thing about this period for you, it's doing so much. It's working through your subconscious, it's working through, you know, this lack of clarity within you, and it's bringing you back into your purpose in a super clear way. Not just, again, like I said, so that you can get to this, you know, very successful place financially or, you know, professionally, but so that you really understand what you're doing and what you're building for those people who will be holding on to, you know, who will be the beneficiaries of your energy. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's the weight of the responsibility. That's why things, you know, feel a little bit dry. That's why you feel this pressure when it seems like everybody else is just light and out here having fun and doing things, because they have no sense of responsibility. Because when they're done at the end of the day, they're done at the end of the day. When you're done at the end of the day, people are going to be here talking about Capricorn, what Capricorn did, what Capricorn, how do you do it like Capricorn, for years and years and years and years, right? So of course it's super easy for people who don't have legacy at the top of their mind. It's easy for them to do a lot of different things and not have any weight on their shoulders. But for you, You know, even if you feel like you need a break sometimes, that legacy is always there. You know that your energy means more than just you. You know that your success is for more than just you. But don't let all of this energy and the chaos of, this training ground simulation knock you off your rocker. You do want to continue to lean into those discipline practices that keep you grounded and where you need to be and focused and healthy, and keep doing those things. Don't let people who don't like you, quite frankly, they just don't like you, and it's because of what we started off at the beginning talking about. People who don't have for themselves, it's really hard for them to connect with you, even if you're not the most successful person, the most rich person in the world. If they don't have for themselves, if they don't have money, if they don't have love life, or they don't have someone that they finds them attractive, you know what I'm saying, if they don't find themselves attractive, you know what I'm saying, they might tell themselves, but you always know if someone doesn't find themselves attractive, because they hate themselves, and so therefore they hate you, because they don't know how to love themselves, because they don't know how to pour into themselves, because anybody can make themselves beautiful, anybody can, but the most beautiful thing is your energy, right? So they have all of this work to do. You've already done this work. You're always doing this work. That's why it doesn't matter what you look like conventionally. Your energy is always attractive to people, to money, to opportunities, because you're very rooted in more than just the physical. People associate your energy so much with physical success, but you're not physically successful because you're obsessed with physical success. You're physically successful because you're actually a very healthy person. Your self-worth is rooted in all the right things. And so that healthy sense of self just bleeds out into the world, to where the world just is like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Put them on the stage, give them the thing, give them, sign the contract, make the, we're waiting on you. When you're ready, let us know when you're ready. It's the best when people start treating you like that. Oh, it's the best when people start, you know, when they actually respect that you're the opportunity in their life. Oh, it's great, relationally, professionally, especially when you're not really, you're not barking, I'm the one. You're just living. You're just being, you're actually even chilling. You're chilling, but it's just so obvious that you should be given something. You should be the boss of something. People want to follow you. It's great. And you should enjoy that. And if you don't feel like right now you want to take these massive steps forward, it's fine. Just relax in the fact that you are the one. You are the one in your life and in the lives of many other people, whether they want to accept it or not. And if you come across like that, then yeah, right now it's probably going to make people feel off, because sometimes your ego does, it's giving like Ray J energy vibe, you know what I'm saying? So if that's the energy you're in, then yeah, it is a little complicated right now, because there is such a level of humility needed. Sagittarians are just as talented as you. They just go off on a more intellectual, spiritual journey versus materializing that talent. Whereas for you, you're constantly in the state of materializing, and you really want the TV on your world. Sagittarians, sometimes they want it, sometimes they don't, and that's what makes their energy so interesting. All right, that's what makes them them. They're not as rooted in the material as you are. Okay, so this is a lot about, we're right now pulling back the layers of what's hiding within your subconscious, and why you can't really find your footing and everything going on, why it feels like you have so many enemies, why it feels like there's something that you need to prepare for, that you need to prepare for, but you don't really have, like, it's not so easy to just go. It's because all of this hiding out within your subconscious is creating the beast within you, and you have to embrace the discomfort of this preparation process, because this is the exact energy. It's like this concoction of energy that is going to turn you into this almost like untouchable figure in your own life and in the lives of others. This is the energy. This is how the Saturnian ring is formed. You didn't even know you needed the ring for this or for that. You didn't know you needed the boundary for this or that. It didn't just come out of nowhere. It came from these simulations where you said, ah, got it. Don't go here, don't go there, don't talk to this person, don't do this, don't do that, da 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 da. Once that was all clear, you establish that ring, and then Capricorn season, you step out in your world and you go, and everything just moves forward, and anything that tries to bump up against you hurts itself. Sagittarians are very protective, and they're very helpful to you, because while everyone is just doing this process in their own mind and they don't talk about it, Sagittarians are the one that's like, this is what it is, this is what happened, da 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 da, the things that you're not supposed to say. This is what you need, Capricorn. This is why this isn't working. This is why they're seeing you this way. Very good friend, Capricorn, Libra, if you have them in your life. Very, very smart people. They don't care what people think of them. So they actually are able to go out into these spaces where they really don't belong and get you even more information about what to do, what not to do, where the opportunities are, where the opportunities aren't, who you need to watch out for. How do you really create this perfect system for the future? They're the ones going into these quite seemingly dangerous places, getting all this information for you and literally feeding it to you, and you will be fine, you will be safe, you have nothing to worry about. And not only that, you have so many people protecting you, so many people on your side, so many people who are going to make sure that this happens for you. Isn't that great? Isn't it wonderful when you don't have to, when you know you have to work at something, but really you have so many people in your life who are like, let's go, Capricorn. Here's like an example. Last night I was like, all right, this is the next step for this thing that I'm trying to build. And I'm like, God, give me a sign, but also like, you know, I'm not super clear on how to go about this. So yeah, please make it clear for me, whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect for God to like come back and be like, have Uranus in Capricorn. I didn't expect for God to come back and be like, I mean, like immediately. I mean, like probably within less than 10 minutes. I didn't expect for God to come back and be like, here, this is it. This is the person that's going to help you do it. This is the way that it's going to happen. This is how you need to go about it. I didn't expect for it to come in that quickly. I'm a manifester, but it's like, I was still like, you know, I can wait till tomorrow, you know, but I just wanted to put it out there. I don't know how to go about this. Please reveal it to me. Please show me. Less than 10 minutes. I didn't even have to do it. It came from another person. And it was like a light bulb moment, like, right. Yes, that, that's it. That's the way. Oh, and sorry, one person, another person, another person, another person, they're all coming in. Why? Because when you decide whether you're ready to actually take the action or not, when you decide within yourself that you're not going to let the BS of life stop you from building your thing, when you decide that you're going to see people for how they actually are, which is people who have no sense of abundance, have no sense of class, you're not going to feel bad about it. It would be humanitarian of you to feel bad about it. But these people had a chance to learn from you. They had a chance to be a partner to you, be an advocate, be an alliance to you. As you offered your hand out to them, you're always offering your hands out. That's all you do, is offer your hand out and say, here, I'm here. But you know what it is? It's they don't like what you reflect to them. What you reflect to people is that they need to work harder. That's it. And whatever it is, financially, personally, romantically, what you reflect to people is that they just don't work hard enough. They're not disciplined enough. So they see that reflection and it's like, oh my gosh, they crumble to the point where they can't even communicate with you, because your they're taking the opportunity to be connected with someone who could really level up their life on every single level. Your Capricorn energy, they become your friend, they're going to level up financially. They become your friend, they're going to level up, romantically. They become your friend, they're going to level up in their health. They become your friend, they're going to level up in just how they feel about their life, because you're not going to let your people not have a great life. If your people are going to have a great life if they're connected to you. And I'm not even just talking about me or innocent Capricorn. I have many Capricorns in my life who are just incredible. They are astounding. They are impressive people. Capricorns are deeply impressive people. Okay. So don't worry about, we have to acknowledge all of this enemy, frenemy energy in your sphere right now, because that's what Mars and Sagittarius is, because it's taking you through the simulation and showing you why that Saturnian boundary comes into play for you, why it becomes so activated, and why people see you as this rigid figure. But you know that you would never change. You would never change what you're doing. You hear them, you understand, but what was real for you and what you were shown was so clear. There's no question. So if they need to catch up, if they have a different path, whatever it is, this is what makes sense for you. And this is how you're moving forward in your life. And that's what it is. So people who cannot stand to receive what you can bring them in their life, the way that you can make them stronger, better, happier, don't worry about those people. There are people who very clearly see, and those people are finding you actually quickly now. They're finding you, and it is through this very spiritual thing. And the more you get into that spiritual space of, people who want to see me advance, people who want to advance with me are finding me. I'm protected from any enemies, and I can defend myself against any enemies. And I know the divine Allah, God, will protect me from any enemies. And I'm calling to me everyone who wants to make this successful life real for me, and I can also reflect that successful life back to them. I'm calling all of those people to me now. I'm calling that partner to me now. I'm calling those friendships to me now. I'm calling those financial opportunities to me now. I'm calling that home to me now. And the simulation is beautiful, because it's like, okay, great. That's why I got, Sagittarian energy is like godly energy, because it's manifestation. It's really like you pray to God and God brings you these things. You pray to God and it manifests in your life. And so that's a part of the simulation of like getting clear. When you're not clear, your energy is all over the place. It's scattered. It's here. It's there. Blah, 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 blah. But when it's clear, the manifestations are quick. So you see why Sagittarians take a break sometimes, because they're like, I thought I wanted that thing, but I actually didn't actually want that thing. I thought I wanted this person, but I actually didn't want that person. So oops, got to go back to the drawing board. That's the challenge of being able to manifest so quickly. Yeah. And that's good. That's fine. It's not easy for sure to realize, some of these manifestations you don't actually want. It's odd, but you'll get through it. Let them die off, because what's for you is such what I love about Capricorn energy probably the most, Capricorn 10th house energy the most, it seems like you're working towards this goal that's like You reach it and then it's like, that's it, right? Like you did it and it's like, okay, like now that's the end. I'm never going to do anything else. That's what you think when it's like, wow, I really want to achieve this thing. That's what you think about when you, as you learn about astrology and you learn about Capricorn energy, that's what you think. It's like, okay, I have this ambitious goal and I want to achieve it. That's what you think the energy is, right? It's this when, you know, that success call, that success opportunity calls to you. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna rush for this. And then once I get to this day, then it's gonna be so great. And wow, you know, it's celebrating that, you know, $100 million, $10 million sale, you know, is celebrating that, you know, graduation or whatever. What people don't understand about Capricorn energy is you care less about the achievement. That's just a part of the job. That's what your discipline gets you. Your discipline that you eventually just do with your hands tied behind your back, because it's just like, yeah, this is just how we do. This is how we work. You know, that's going to get you the achievement. You already know that. As long as you stay in it, as long as you're disciplined, it's going to come together. It's going to come together. Do you always feel it? No, but you know, I just got to keep doing this day in and day out. I'm going to get to that point. I'm going to graduate. I'm going to, whatever it is. So that part's not fun to you. That's the mode that you get into. That's why your energy can seem so adult, and so, because you're just like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I can't be all over the place when I need to be disciplined and get things done. What I love the most about Capricorn energy is that you're not looking for the achievement. Actually, you actually like to do that thing that you're good at. You actually enjoy reaching the level and building. It's not just about, let me get to this goal and then I'm done. Actually, the process of building something very difficult, very long term for you, that's where the sexy energy comes in with you, where you're just like, you know what I'm saying? You're in your thing and you just have this, you know, flair about you that people are just like, wow, you just seem like you're just so in your element. And that's what you love. You love the day in and day out actual building, and then you reach that achievement and then you're going into the next level of it, and it's just like, okay, like we see you, like, okay, like you allow yourself to fully be in your thing. And that's what I love the most about your energy. And I think that's what you also love the most, is becoming excellent at something. And then as you reach that pinnacle of success, you keep going. You keep enjoying the success. You keep enjoying that skill that you build, that skill that you have. So if you're trying to figure out, oh, what's wrong? Why do I feel off? It's because you may have forgotten that it doesn't matter if you cross that item off your checklist and you're done. You want to keep going. You want to keep building that thing. You want to keep building on top of that thing. You want to take it to another place, take it to another country. You achieved it here in the United States, go to another country and, you know, repeat it, or, you know, put a different spin on it, right? Like you the Sagittarian energy shows you in the back of your mind where those blind spots are, but it's all because it wants to create a very rooted philosophy within you before you start moving again. Where does that beast energy come from? It's this Sagittarian preparation, this simulation, this healing that you go through to make you complete. And then again, it's not about the ambition. It's not about the, you know, it's not about, you know, reaching that number in your bank account. It's really about the journey and who you become on that journey, that is just someone that you just respect so much. And so of course, naturally, the world around you just respects you, and all of that is just beautiful. So go on this journey, go through this simulation. Let's talk about love really quickly. We have to, you know, let's do love quickly and then money, and then we're done. All right, so love for you, Capricorn. You're looking for someone who can stand in the light with you and who can really do the job on every level, financially, professionally. Can they come into this journey with you, and are they damn near perfect? And if they're not, you have your answer. Because as we get closer and closer to your season, your private life will be at the forefront of everything. You don't just get the opportunity to just, be successful and call it a day. Everything about you, when you fully step into your thing and you say, we're doing this now, you know how this goes. Every single thing that you've ever said, every single thing that you've ever done, every single person in your life is now propped up in that position with you and will be questioned and will be, so your partner, the person that you say, I do to, the person that you commit to for this journey, you don't have to talk about it. Don't even talk about it. Don't even talk about it. As you build, as this momentum, as you become the next level of beast in your thing, how does this person handle it? And don't react to how they handle it either. Just watch them. Just observe them. When you are at the highest level of success, can this person handle it? And if you're getting signs at this time that they cannot, then you have your answer. It's clear. This is not the person, because your success is only going to build on top of each other. Will you have moments of dipping? Sure. And then you're going to come back on top and you're going to get back into that position, which is the public eye. So if they can't handle you being in the public eye now, especially while things are chaotic, you definitely don't want them there, because you need someone who can hold you down through the thick and the thin. You know that. So if they're holding you down while it's real thick, then you have confidence that as things get thinner and easier, then they deserve to enjoy, this isn't just financial success. This is notoriety. This person, just by being in connection to you, doubles their income. This person, by being in connection to you, will be treated very nicely by the world, your community. So you can't just give someone this, especially if they give you signs that they already can't handle it. So trust that. Trust that you're looking for someone who loves you, but also understands your ambition and understands the privilege of being with you in a committed long-term relationship. Quickly, money, go. As things get clearer, the Three of Wands, by your season, it's go time. So keep weeding out as these things keep showing you, hey, you shouldn't be investing energy here anymore. Hey, this thing isn't worth your time anymore. Hey, there's no money in this. I know you thought that there was money in it, but there's none. As that gets clearer and clearer for you, cut it out and move. Cut it out and move. And whatever that vision is, this is time to go. Whatever falls off as you go, don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Your ship is traveling to the next destination, and you don't want to carry everything along with you. You only want to carry what's truly necessary and what's truly going to get you that return on investment that you're wanting. So anything else, anything that's, this chaotic, questioning, unstable energy, don't even look back. Just go, move forward financially. Yeah, this. Don't worry. It seems like this is possible right now, but it's not. Because guess what? People are seeing you right now on this level that they think that you're on financially, professionally. But they don't know that for Capricorns, you're always going to be put on stage. You could be in a random crowd and somehow you end up being the one who your people call on you. They're just so attracted to your energy. They don't know why. They keep saying your name. But you just showed up just like everybody else, but somehow you ended up being the one that got put at the forefront of everything. So whatever betrayals it seems like people are trying to do now in your financial sphere, don't worry about it. Let it happen. This is only going to put them in the position to where when that light turns on for you and the show begins, they're nowhere to be found. The show will begin and it will be Oscar winning. So let people, you know, write themselves off. That's just less people to have to pay at the end of the day. So it's not easy, it's not comfortable, but it's good. This is Saturn. This is the ring. This is you no longer romanticizing what it takes for you to get to where you want to get to. This is the beast. This is the building of the beast, and we're here for this journey, and you're going to be in it. You're going to get through it, and you're going to come out as the winner. And so many people will vocalize their respect for you as the winner and want to make themselves a part of what you have built, because why? You're a motherfucking beast. All right. I will see you in our next transit reading. In the meantime, you can schedule private and birth chart readings with me through the link in the description. Love you, Capricorn. Happy almost birthday.